I refused to pay my roommate for utilities until he showed me the actual bills. I'm 21 and just moved into my first real apartment after college. My roommate handles all the utility bills and then sends me Venmo requests for my half every month. For the first few months, I just paid whatever he asked without thinking about it. But then my grandma came to visit and I was telling her about apartment life. She immediately said I should always get receipts for everything I pay for, especially when it involves roommates and money. So last month, when he sent me a Venmo request for $180 for utilities, I messaged him asking if he could send me the bill statements first. He left me on red. I figured maybe he just forgot since I'd never asked before. A few days later, I sent another message saying, "Hey, can you please send the utility bill so I can pay you?" with a thumbs up emoji. Nothing. Radio silence. The next day, I tried again. Still no response. Then I started getting worried. I called him on his phone, on Messenger, even on Discord, where I knew he was active because I could see him playing games. He ignored every single attempt. This went on for 2 whole weeks. He wouldn't respond to anything about the bills, but I'd see him around the apartment acting totally normal. He'd say hi, ask about my day, talk about random stuff, but the second I brought up the utility statements, he'd suddenly need to be somewhere else. I was getting really frustrated because I wasn't trying to avoid paying. I literally just wanted to see what I was paying for. My grandma's advice was sounding smarter every day. Then I remembered something. Back in September when I first moved in, I'd asked to see the bills once just to know what we were paying. He got this weird look on his face and seemed annoyed, but he did show them to me that one time. The total for electricity, water, and internet was like $210, so my half was $105. But now he was asking for $180 from me. That would make the total $360 for a 2-bedroom apartment. That seemed way too high. I decided to do some detective work. I called the electric company pretending I needed to set up service and asked what the average bill was for an apartment our size. They said usually between $80 and $120 depending on the season. Then I checked our internet provider's website. The plan we had was $60 a month. I could see it right there on their public pricing page. Water for our building was included in rent according to our lease. I did the math. Electric at the high end would be $120. Internet was $60. That's $180 total. My half should be $90, not $180. He had been charging me double for months. I went through my Venmo history and realized I'd overpaid by almost $500 since moving in. I confronted him that night and he finally admitted he'd been pocketing the extra money. Said he thought I wouldn't notice since I was young and new to this stuff. He called it a roommate tax for him handling all the bills. I moved out the next week and he still owes me that money.